Hello and welcome to Game to Train. My name's Jules and today we are doing the Hitman blend-in workout number 2. Mainly because there were so many different jobs, I've got like a massive list of all of them. And they're quite fun to mess around with as, as a workout basically. So I've done these before as like quick time events on some of the programs. Where you kind of switch in between like doing these different characters. But today we're just going to do 30 seconds of explanation, 30 seconds of work as you get familiar with them. So when I blend these in later workouts, it's going to be fun and you're going to know them. So the first move we're going to be doing is fortune teller because Agent 47 has been known, right? So we're going to come down into like a normal squat. So knees follow toes, not too wide, not too thin. You're going to crouch down as low as you can go and you're going to read your crystal ball, okay? That's what we're going to do when the timer goes. Okay, so come down as low as you can. Remember, don't arch your back that way, don't stick it that way, keep it nice and flat like that, okay? So we're coming down, it's a static hold. We're looking at the crystal ball, reading our future. Yeah, these are super fun when we do them as a reaction-based workout because you're kind of switching between them really, really quickly. But yeah, today we're just going to practice the moves and it's just a fun workout on its own, really. That's why I thought I'd do it. Oh my God, my legs are on fire. Okay, next one is classic Agent 47, which is chef. So we're going to be imagining we're in a very busy kitchen. We're going to be moving to the side, but I want you to be reaching up for ingredients. Coming to the side, reaching up for ingredients. Coming to the side, reaching up for ingredients, okay? That's what we're gonna do. Get a nice little flow. We wanna go quickly, with intention, from left to right, okay? I can't, there's too many plants everywhere. I'm gonna move this forward, hold on. Here we go. This thing's gonna fall over. Okay, that's better actually. I'm really concerned I've got like, I'm too near the top here. I can never get the framing right on these things. So yeah, keeping light on the balls of the feet. It's because all the moves are too up and down, so it just doesn't fit. Keep going, get those ingredients. Maybe we should do like a cooking mama workout one time. That would be really funny and definitely reaction-based. Okay, next one is driver. So this is feet shoulder width apart, so really, really short like this. Again, don't stick the back out like that or like that, but just like that, nice and soft. I'm gonna come down into effectively what's the chair, and we're just gonna sit in the driver's seat. If you can get really into that driver's seat, I naturally see a curve in my back, I have to correct that, and then we're gonna drive the car like this, okay? If you can get super low, great. If not, just stay up here. We're gonna be doing it for 30 seconds, so it's gonna hurt. Whatever you do, really. Naturally, I curve all the time. I don't know what it is. I try and do a duck butt, not the one. Nice and soft. You'll notice that you start doing things with your body. But that's why it's always really important to like notice what it feels like when it's correct, so I know when I'm doing it incorrectly. This knee is also one of those ones where it wants to turn in a different way to the rest of my body. Oh my God, my legs are on fire. Oh, okay. Whew. Shake it out. I'm not sure it's helpful, but it feels nice. Right, next one we're going to be doing. So this is real estate or realtor, I don't know, in the States, right? So I want you to stand slightly wide. What we're going to be doing is going into a side lunge, effectively like this, and then back. There's too many plants. I need to come this way. How have I shadowed myself? So we're gonna go to the side and be like, oh my goodness, look at that over there, it's beautiful, look at that. Oh look, there's an original mosaic. If you can make a smarmy face when you do it, like, oh God, please, you know, this house is beautiful, it really suits you and your family. Helpful. What about this gorgeous cornicing over here? Cornicing? I think I might be confused with cornichon and cornicing. To be fair, if I had cornicing, I would prefer to have cornichons on it because I feel like that's more representational than like roses and flowers. Yeah, pickles. Pickles is more my vibe. Okay, good job. Right, next one is electrician. So I want you to imagine that there are lots of cables that are not working. You're going to do a little quick walk, fast feet. You're going to come down into a squat, fix the cabling, putting that back, and then run to somewhere else. I want you to pick random locations. Ooh, what about here? Fix those cables. I definitely need to fix some cables here. There's a big hole in my wall. What's behind the wall, though? That's the question. I don't know is the answer. So we're just gonna run around, fix these cables, reattach that. Oh, what about this one over here? Keep light on the feet. Doesn't matter where you go. In fact, more interesting the better. What about this one over here? Fixing the cabling. Can we go about 5 more seconds? My legs are already dead by the end of today, so I'm already tired. We've barely started. Okay, great. Okay, next one is swimmer. So we're coming onto our front. Definitely going to kick a plant. We're going to come down flat and we're going to swim. We're just going to do a normal stroke. You can go in there, Mr. Towel. Why is everything Mr.? So you're lifting up, opposite arm, opposite leg. And what you want to do is lift up to start, yeah? So lift up, then swim, okay? If that's too much, you can do it 1 by 1, like this. But ideally, you're in this sort of slightly curvy motion to start with. Oh my God. So it's really important to work your back. Most people don't bother, they get really fixated with abs, but if you're working your abs a lot, you've got to make sure you're working your back as well. It's all about balance, annoyingly. Okay, next one is stable boy, stable hand, stable person. Let us not gender it. Actually, most of these are quite, no, actually they're not. Just this one. So, I would say that majority of the time a stable person tends to just shovel crap. So, we are lunging forward and we are digging it up and throwing it away, and then we're switching legs. Come on. Now, knees follow toes, as always. If you can't go down so far, you can just do a little one here. But you want to aim to come like further forward if you can, and getting it low, right? So that's the legs for you. And then you shovel it. Come on. Every day is a degree of shoveling. Right? We all do it. It all has to happen. Sometimes it's not literal, but just metaphysical. Shit. Right. Next one. We're doing good. We're over halfway through. Janitor. Oh, we love a onesie. We love blending in as a person cleaning floors. I want you to be a happy janitor, okay? You love your job because, I don't know, it gives you time to write a novel or something. So, naturally assume that's what it is. We're going to be sweeping, but I want you to, let's get some fun with that sweeping. Come on, get a bit of fun. Imagine you're wearing headphones and you're just, I don't know, you're listening to some Shania Twain, you're in a moment, you like the repetition of these simpler tasks in life. It is quite fun sometimes. And we're just grooving out, we're just sweeping the floor. Sweeping the floor. Oh yeah, look at that floor, it's getting so clean. Look at it, so clean. I often wonder what you all think of how weird these ideas are, but you know what, it's fine, I'm just gonna do them anyway. Next one, cyclist. Come down to the floor, we did our back. I'm afraid to say now it's time to do abs. Have you done bicycles before? That was very high. Finally going through my puberty. Right, so when we're doing them, we're gonna move our knees towards our elbows. I'm gonna do this in a better position. I'm gonna try and tuck my stomach in, but I've gotta be honest, it's probably not gonna happen. So we are cycling. 1, get into a flow. You're just leaning forwards like this. Go slower if you want, but I would say it's whichever version you do is hard, because you're either doing a static hold like this, which is rather hard too, or you're moving it, which is also very hard. Try and turn outwards as much as you can without it being awful, or the worst version of awful. Right, next one, I'm going to get up in a second, is waiter. So I want you to imagine, waiters never really run. They tend to just fast walk very quickly, you know. So I want you to imagine that you are running from table to table. So yes, What can I do for you? Yes, okay, that's great. And then I want you to come over here. I don't want you to go into like a full squat. It's more just a sort of like, tug back, oh, right, okay. But I want you to find lots of different points, but moving very quickly. Oh, yes. So it's a bit like the electrician in a way, but you're not going as far down, and it's more about just moving quickly. Really, oh, you want salmon? Fine, any allergies? Right. Quickly, with purpose, drink, water, nuts, okay. That's great. Blending in, like you wouldn't stick out being a waiter like this. No, definitely blend in. If we had more room, you'd be standing up in between the fussing, but we don't. There's too many plants in the way. Right, water. That's the end of round one, of course. Okay, one more round and then we're done for the day. Oh my God, very thirsty. Okay, got the explanation first. It's about this point when you realise that you remembered you should have stretched before doing a game strength workout, because it's very twisty. We are all over the place. First one is fortune teller, so we are coming down in a squat. Remember, don't round. It looks like I'm trying to twerk, which is probably quite accurate, but it's nice and soft, yes? It's not like that, kind of soft like that. We're coming down. I'm going to remember to try and do that, because naturally I'll sink into this. And we are looking at the crystal ball. What future, what fortune does it hold? If mine's endless calls from carers, that's not really a guess. It's just what happens every day. All right, keep looking, look into the future, imagine what you want your future to be. I'm correcting my back because I've noticed that it was starting to like stick out a little bit. I have to keep remembering to do that. It will naturally go into duck butt. Can't help it, I'm just a natural duck butter. Right, that sounds different. Next one is chef. So remember, we're staying light on the feet. We're going from side to side, getting a rhythm, not straight legs like that, keep them bent like this, like a shuttle run. We're grabbing the ingredient, we're going to the other side, we're grabbing something else. Then we're grabbing this side, and then do a little pause in between so you can move with purpose, okay? Think about what you're doing. Let's go. Oh yes, paprika. The amount of times I buy spices, like I cooked for the first time in ages because it was getting a bit cold, so I was like, right, making a stew. And I went into my spice cupboard and everything was like 2 years out of date. I'm not a cooker. I'm actually pretty good at it when I do it. I just don't want it. I just really don't want to do it. Although I made like enough meals to feed a football team yesterday. But most of my spices were, although like, I mean, I know they go off, but like, don't old wise women keep them for like 10 years hanging from their roofs? And they don't have a sell by date, right? It's like dried. I don't know, it's not really the question for now. Next one is driver. Okay, we're gonna keep that back soft. This time we're gonna come down, but with our legs slightly closer together. Lots of fun static holds in this one. We're coming back, we're sinking down. Lower if we can, I'm keeping that back soft. Let's go really low. This is the last time we're doing it, and we're gonna drive. And I'm gonna be constantly correcting my terrible posture in my back. As I get tired, I naturally change my posture, and I can feel it like, feel tense in my back, and it should be soft, right? So I'm trying to correct it constantly whilst not thinking about how my legs are on fire, because they are. Oh my God. Okay, next one is real estate. Smarmier the better. Legs together, picking up, and we're gonna lean to the side, bum goes back, right? Knees following toes, and we're gonna point and look at things. Oh, that's lovely, so fascinating. What about, oh yes, it is all the original brickwork. And you know, depending on like, if we're in the UK or America or somewhere else, you know, oh my God, this house is like an antique. It dates all the way back to like 1940. You know how old this place is? This place is from, God, it's like 1800s. It's an old factory. site of the first ever, actually maybe I shouldn't say because it's going to give away where I live. But yeah, it's really old. There used to be a factory in here. I've seen like all the old pictures of people working in the rooms. It's kind of wild when you think about it. Next one, it's going to be electrician. So we're running, we're coming, we're squatting down, we're fixing the cables, and then we're running again. I always get weirded out by thinking about when buildings are really old, all the people who've been in the places you've been and how they never knew anything about you and you don't really know anything about them, but they exist in the same space. I don't know why that's weird, but I find that really like sort of slightly mind-blowing. Like, if you think about some of the older houses in London, right? So we're going down, we're bending down, we're almost coming down, nice and soft. Like some of the like Edwardian ones. So they've been there for generations, you know, whole families. Families upon families will have lived there. You know, used the same bathroom, different bath probably. But like, would have had the same kind of trials and tribulations, worried about the same kind of things, worried about their family, wanted the best for their family. Kind of fundamentally wanted the same things as other people. But just with no awareness. Like, so like in 100 years' time, there's going to be this whole new set of people who know nothing about you and you about them and everything that happened where you live. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking this. Anyway, next one, swimmer. Oh God, we've got to be down to the floor. Right, we're down to the floor. We're going to lift up and then we're going to swim. Okay, so lift and swimming. I don't know why that idea really weirds me out. I guess it's like the fear of impermanence. How everything, I guess, is... This has turned into a really deep... What's happening? Maybe it's talking about being a hitman and assassination. Just, you know, illustrates the frailty of life and how it's ultimately fleeting. And do we ever really make an impact? Do we, though? Probably not. Anyway, next one. Stable boy. Yes. He is scooping up the poop. So we are standing feet together, then we are lunging forward, we are shoveling the poop, and then we're doing it again. It's a really, really deep chat. I've enjoyed. Okay, right, let's do it. Lunging forward, scooping up the poop, switching legs, down, getting as low as you can go. If you can't get low, if you're still coming up here, this is fine. This is fine. You can work up to a better range of motion. If you don't want to do the arms yet, this is also fine. Here we go. But you can do it. You can do it. It all just takes a bit of practice. Yes. I got the big bit of poop. Right, we are so close to the end. Oh my God, we are. Right, next one, janitor. Happy Jan. They're sweeping, they're grooving, they're singing along to That Don't Impress Me Much. You know, the usual. I don't know, did you get content flags for terrible singing? Probably. We're sweeping along the floor. See if you can, if you do it without the arms, put your hands on your hips and try this motion and just see if your abs are firing, right? Because that's the motion that I want, a little scoop, little scoop, you know? So that's what we want to be doing. Just a little moment, you know? Doesn't look like much, but you are actually working your abs. We're just, you know, cooling things down for the last two moves, which we're going to sweat doing. I'm already sweating, it's fine. Yikes. Cyclist. I haven't missed one out, good. Right, come down. Let's go this way. I feel like I'm going to kick the plants. I feel like I'm just going to kick plants whatever way I go. Right, so remember, we are coming up. I'm going to come up a little bit this way. And we are turning as we're doing it. I do very much try to keep my abs in. I struggle. I haven't found a way of doing it properly yet. But do what you can. Try and remember. If not, I don't know how they don't just push out. Anyway, it's fine. All that matters is that you're doing it. If you need to stop, stop. If your abs are like, kill me now, Take a second, take out the tension, and then carry on. We are cycling, we've got a few more seconds, come on. We've got one more move, then we're done. We are, okay, right. Final move is waiter. So we are scurrying about. We are not dropping fully, squatting like the electrician. We are just going down a little bit, and we're concerned, and we're delivering things, and we're moving in different ways. Oh yes, okay, so what would you like? Would you like some nuts? Would you like some nuts? Do you want some nuts? Do you want some nuts? That's what we're doing. All right, the final move. So make it fun, make it safe. Let's go. Hey there, Mr. Fern. What are you going to get you? What do you want? Okay, over here. Yes, oh, interesting. Yes, we do have herbal tea. Yes, lovely. Oh, interesting. No, service isn't included. So yeah, just move around like you're moving to different tables. That's it. And then just squatting a little bit, but not deep, like really quite high up. Oh, boom. What? Okay, we're done. Forget it. Forget everything I said. It's over. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to cool down, as with all of my workouts. That was the Hitman blending in number 2 workout. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a nice little fun little moment. Yeah, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Blah, blah, blah. New videos every week. And yeah, I'll see you again very soon. Hope you enjoyed that.